What's good, team? Right now, I'm bringing you guys another explain video today. It's Friday, and on today's topic, I'm going to be talking about my Monarch deck in detail. I'm going to be showing you guys the profile and a few combos that the deck can pull off. The deck is currently undefeated at 2 locals, and I went X1 at 2 locals. So far, I took the deck to 4 tournaments, and it's been doing me an amazing job at just getting there. So the purpose of the video is going to be able to break down everything the deck can do and more. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright guys, time to show you guys the profile, and then after the profile I'm going to get to the combos of the deck. So starting off with, like everyone else, I have the 3 Ether Heavenly Monarch. Staple at 3. It really gives you all your combo plays. You bring her out, bring out another Monarch. She allows you to OTK your opponent. She allows you to drop through your deck. And she allows you to just get some good overlay plays if you're playing the extra deck variant. 3 Erebus. Erebus, you guys already know that card is good. He hits the hand, and he hits cards off the field, shuffling back into the deck. Very good, very powerful. Just to give you guys a brief explanation on why these cards are exactly good, because everyone's going to say, oh, those cards are staples and you just need them at 3. These cards are good because they're level 8, which is, I'll get to why that part is good, in a moment. But the fact that they are cards that send the Monarch cards from your deck to the graveyard is very important. They get your deck going. Resolving one of these to the field just pretty much makes your games a whole lot easier. So definitely need 3 of each. I'm taking Thestalos to make a Monarch in my build. Now I'm loving Thestalos to make a Monarch mainly because I'm an old school player, and being an old school card game player, controlling the hand is everything. So not only does he allow you to look inside your opponent's hand, he allows you to pitch the card, which is very good. You gain the knowledge of looking at your opponent's hand, and you gain the knowledge of just whooping your opponent's ass with 20 energy beast stick, and you're draining their resources, which is still powerful in today's meta. 2 Kuraz for your combo pieces. You can bring them out with the Ether to get the popping of the back row and the drawing the cards, and he also can be used to disrupt opponent plays and etc. I mainly use him as a draw engine in my build. Well, it's like everyone's build. 3 Idea and 3 Edos. Now, these cards are your bread and butter of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They allow you to keep getting your summons over and over. They help you stall out. I see a lot of players running 3 and 2, 2 and 3. I feel like 3 and 3 is mandatory, only because the deck can brick a lot in a sense where it's like, if you have one of these guys that allow you to resolve one of these guys, you'll be good to go, because all you gotta do is resolve one of these and you're good. And just resolving these guys one time is just going to infinitely set you up for tribute fodder and chum blocking fodder. And Idea is a good recycle card for the deck. So I believe these cards are staples. They allow you to shift through your deck. They search each other. What's there not to like about them? Yeah, the opponent can say, oh, if I Baylor it, you're done. True too, but if you Baylor this bitch, you get to recycle back. And if you Baylor him, if you have this bitch in your graveyard, you can banish him out of your graveyard, special summon this bitch, and get your combos going again. Very good, very powerful. Triple Effect Veiler. Now, I'm loving Triple Effect Veiler in this format, mainly because of the fact that Pepe is a thing, the mirror match is a thing. Effect Veilers is very important in general. Stopping your opponent's plays is way more effective than just maxing, which allows you to slow your opponent's plays down. So I just feel like overall Veiler's a good card. In this deck, which has been undefeated at 2 local events and X1 at 2 other local events, it just got me there, stopping Farm Girls, stopping Performer Pal Joker, stopping the opposing Edia, stopping the opposing Monarch effect. Tech from the OCG, everyone was running through when Monarchs was high, and I figured it'll work over here, and it has. Get those out of the way. Now on for the spells. 3 Twin Twister, staple. Let me just talk about this really quick. A lot of people side the Twin Twisters, some people main them. I like 3 Twin Twisters, mainly because once the deck gets going, you can pitch this to always make it null and void, because if you have a banished Monarch card, with 9 or 10 times you will, and if this is dead in your hand, using this effect, pitching that, it allows you to recycle stuff out of your banish zone. In addition to that, sometimes you might have Monarchs in your hand you want to use. You can always pitch an Erebus to get them right back, and etc. So Twin Twist is just a staple in the deck. It helps you out against the opposing Master Restrict in game 2 to 3. And it also helps you out against people main decking floodgates like Anti-Spell, Fragrance, Robbery of Warlords, Goes and Matching, etc. It's been amazing for me at Locals. It's been wrecking people. So 3 of these. 1 reinforcement to the army. Like I was saying, these little niggas right here. Very important. Eddie is the most important card of the deck, because resolving Eddie while you have a big Monarch in your hand puts you ahead a lot. 3 Pantheism. I mean, staple. There's nothing really more to say. Card draw. It's a draw 2 card from your deck. In addition to that, it banishes out of the graveyard to net you a +1. So overall, card staple. It's probably gonna get hit in the ban list, and if it does get hit, guys, I honestly can say the deck could still be good, because if they follow the OCG route in the TCG and hit this card down to 1, OCG replace the 2 with Upstart Goblins. We can do that in TCG. But what I'm thinking of doing, since if they do, let's say, hit this card down to 2, I'm gonna abuse the fact that these guys are level 8s and use that 1 level 8 draw card card to be on the screen that allows you to pitch to draw 2. So there's ways to get around that, and this card is amazing in general. 1 Return to the Monarchs. This card is amazing. Another thing a lot of OCG players have been doing since they lost their Pantheism down to 1, they've been abusing Return. Now, the reason why Return is good, of course, it allows you to search your deck for any Monarch you need. So once you resolve your Eidos and Eidos play and you go for your Monarch play, when this hits the field, you're good to go. Reason being, because you're always going to have another tribute on a monster, and you guys already know how powerful these guys are right here. So with that being said, once you start allowing this to plus up your hand, this can also search out your, when you go into game 2 and 3, search out your Vanity's Fiends, Majesty's Fiends. It's just an overall solid card. It helps the deck team's pluses. But with that being said, also, I like it as a one-of, mainly being because it's searchable, and I feel like right now in the TCG, when you have Pantheism, you really don't need too much searching and drawing. So I like the 1 Return. It's been doing me really great. It's never dead, and it's always recyclable due to Edia. 3 Tenacities. The search card for the deck, staple. Reveal a Monarch in your hand. Search out. There's no more to be said about that. 3 Domains in my build. I'm not running an extra deck, guys, so 3 Domains is mandatory. Now, one thing about Domain that I like is the fact that you can boost up your Monarch's attack when you're attacking your opponent's opposing monster. But in addition to that, one thing I notice a lot of Monarch players do not know is that if, let's say for example, your opponent flips over. This happened, and this allowed me to win 2 games last week at Locals, which led me to my undefeated finish. A lot of times my opponent had a Master Restrict on board, and I had 2 domains in hand, or a way to search a second domain, or I'll have a domain on the field and a way to search a second domain. You can go domain, reveal Monarch. Let's say you're revealing this guy, reduce the level to level 6, destroy 1 domain, play another domain, activate domain again, reduce him to level 4, normal summon your Monarch monster, because now he's able to normal summon. And since domain didn't say the reducing effect is once per turn, you're allowed to do that, which is honestly a broken ass effect and an underused effect in my opinion. There's a lot of games I watch at Locals where Monarch players have 2 domains and they'll be locked under a Master Restrict and they won't know what the hell to do with it. So just a key concept, domain is really good for the fact that you can reduce levels to your Monarchs to level 4 if you have multiples in your hand, allowing you to get that normal summon off, which can help you in those grind games where your opponent is drawing nothing beside that cards and they think they're just gonna auto win. And it's like, no bitch, normal summon, attack, fuck your couch. So let's see what else in the deck. 3 Stormforce, staple. I mean, what's more to be said about Stormforce? You tribute your opponent's monsters to bring out your Monarchs. In addition to that, you can, if you have a Stormforce set, and let's say for example you have a monster in your field, you can always go Stormforce on your opponent's turn, tribute your opponent's monster, use the Ether's effect to tribute your monster, bring out Ether, and then use Ether's effect to bring out your Kuraz, pop to your back row, or pop your opponent's monster. This is a good combo piece. Stormforce is more than likely going to get hit in TCG. But for my games playing with the deck, honestly, I rarely, this might sound kind of funny, I rarely ever win with Stormforce. I find myself honestly just winning mainly by resolving Ether's effect, and mainly by resolving these little guys' effects. Because once you start looping her effect with her effect, you're going to always have a lot of advantage, and you can just most of the time outgrind the opponent. To wrap up my spells, 1 for 1, and then I guess I'm just going to go into traps. 1 for 1 for a second, combo piece. I'm going to go into the combo section of the video shortly, but 1 for 1 can pretty much help you OTK, it can help you draw a shit ton of cards, and it can help you if you open up with a first turn with a Return of the Monarchs, it can help you eat 2 cards out of their opponent's hand, so I'll get to that shortly though. And 2 Solemn Scoldings, very good, very powerful. Now, the reason why I like Solemn Scolding in this deck, oh yeah, last 2 traps, Prime Monarchs. I run 2 Primes, I feel like you never need 3. The reason I was running 3 and it was good, but the third one always wound up being on the field, recycling my cards. You rarely ever use the effect of recycling cards in your field, only in grind games and mirror matches. So with 2, you can always bring back the Chump block. And they're just going to help you tribute for your big Monarchs. Now, the 2 Solemn Scolding, this is another card that's been helping me just win games flat out at locals, due to the fact that no one ever expects it for 1, but for 2, it's Solemn Judgment just in a more fair way. Instead of paying half your life points, you pay 3,000, which is very good and very powerful because in most Monarch players, especially, everyone's thinking, okay, you just got a prime status bluff. It's like, no bitch, Scolding. If you set up a big field first turn and eat 2 cards of your opponent's hand, Regeki won't hurt you. Just stopping any card effect at your will against the opponent is very powerful due to the fact that your opponent does not see it coming, and they might commit so many resources to try to stop you that turn. They might even minus themselves to try to stop you. So if you go mid chain link or whatever and go Scolding, you can really fuck your opponent up. And this also helped me win the mirror match because when they go Pantheism and you Scolding their Pantheism and they can't draw through their deck, that really kind of hurts the mirror match. So now that's the main deck, and I'm going to get to the combos. 3 cards. You're going to need 1 for 1, Tenacity, and either Erebus or Ether for one of the many combos you can do. Now with either of these cards in your hand, with Ether you can do a draw fuck ton of card combo or an OTK combo, and these combos can be utilized mid to late game. With Erebus, his combo is mainly used for turn 1. You can minus your opponent by 2 cards and set up a strong field. So I'm going to start off with the set up strong field combo first. And for the sake of the video, say this is my opening hand. Not too bad, but not too great, but it's actually pretty godly. So you want to use your 1 for 1, pitching your idea or whatever card is more beneficial to pitch. Let's say if you had a Prime Monarch, you would pitch a Prime Monarch, obviously. To bring another idea out, you're going to use your idea's effect to bring out Edius. Now, you're going to use idea's effect to get that additional normal summon tribute for the turn. That part is very important because pretty much once you play your Tenacity, you're going to reveal your monster, you're going to tribute something for the turn. You're going to want to go grab your Return to Monarchs, play your Return to Monarchs, and now you're good to go because what you're going to do is tribute these 2. Bring out your Erebus, use your Erebus effect to send 2 cards from your deck. You're going to always want to send your Prime Monarch and your Pantheism. Best cards to send, nothing else is better to send. To rip a card out your opponent's hand. And then you're going to use your return effect to add your Thestalos to hand. Then once you get your Thestalos to your hand, then you're going to be able to go off because you're going to use your Adios second tribute off your Erebus for your Thestalos, and now you're good to go because you just ripped 2 cards out of the opponent's hand. You get a fuck ton of knowledge from your opponent by just looking in their hand and minus them by 2, and at that point you're going to be pretty much good to go as well because you can banish your Pantheism, and depending on if you're playing against, I say for example, playing against whatever deck you're playing against, pretty much you can start out your domain to stop shit off the extra deck. Very good, very powerful first turn play. Now let's say for example for the first turn you didn't want to rip out your opponent's hand, you just wanted to draw a fuck ton of cards, or mid game you just wanted to draw a fuck ton of cards with the same hand of 3 cards and plus let's say 2 randoms. Well, I'm sorry, with a perfect hand of let's say Ether. Now these three cards, or the cards you need, which is going to be mainly return. You're going to want to play your tenacity. You're going to want to search your deck for your return. And then you're going to be in a good position because you're going to 1-for-1 your random card. Let's just say your random card was a tenacity 1-for-1. Use your 1-for-1 effect. Bring out your idea. Bring out your Etios. Get the extra tribute summon for the turn. Play your return. Tribute both. Try to get these guys back in the frame here. Tribute both. Effect, special summon. So you're going to want to send your Prime Monarch, send your Pantheism. And then you're going to want to special summon your Kuraz. And then you're going to use return to get you another Kuraz. Now, since you just got 2 Kurazes, you're good to go because what you're going to do is Kuraz, pop. Draw 2 cards from your deck. You can banish your Pantheism. Search out whatever card you need. Let's just say, for example, you wanted your Prime to your hand for whatever reason. Search out the Prime. Hope your opponent picks it, whatever. And then you can banish spell card. Bring out that. Banish him. Bring out her. Tribute some more. Tribute for your Kuraz. Pop. Draw 2 more. And there you have 5 fresh cards in your deck. And you just spin your deck out a lot. Very good, very powerful. To kill your opponent quick. And this is your hand mid to late game or whatever. And you had a way to bring out your idea. So let's just say, for example, you just want to go for your you just want to do your 1-for-1 play. And you want to bring out your idea. Idea effect kicks in. After that, you're gonna want to bring in your Etios. Now, from right here, you're just gonna go all out. You're gonna play your return. Tribute both for your Ether. Returns effect's gonna kick in. Add the Stalos to your hand. Actually, no, you're not gonna add the Stalos. Returns effect's gonna kick in. You're gonna add Ether to your hand, and Ether, he's just gonna bring out Erebus. Now, since you special summon for the turn, you can get your additional tribute summon. So what you want to do once you got both of those to the field, you got Ether in your hand, tribute that guy for Ether. Effect's gonna kick in once again. You bring out Mega Stalos or Erebus, hit your opponent for 2400 and attack per game. Very good, very powerful. So there you have it, guys, my Monarch Explain video. Hope you guys learned something from the video and hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys want more Explain videos, give the video a thumbs up. I do Explain videos every Friday where I go into in-depth the deck in detail. On Mondays, I upload my general discussion topics. And on Wednesdays, I upload my top 10s, helping you guys become better players. So with all that being said, I do these videos because I truly believe in help you guys become better players. And also do these videos I truly believe in you guys help me become a better player. This is Chris from Team Innovation signing out. Peace, guys, and stay innovative. Deuces.
Start off with a card that I really think is bad for the game.